And welcome back out again here to Class 2 District 16 boys basketball semifinal action tonight here on Albany TV. It's the number 2 seed Gallatin Bulldogs against the number 3 seed Penney Hornets. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV, including BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance at Smith Prudential in Albany, Johnson Controls, Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC, Mosaic Medical Center Albany, the Gallatin and Hamilton Penney School Districts, and the Printer and News Shopper located in Albany. Taking a look at these two teams. For Gallatin, they come in with a record of 24-3. Penney comes in with a record of 19-8. Gallatin won 64-37 over St. Joseph Christian in their first round game. Penney pulled out a 64-63 nail-biter over Maysville in their opening round game. These two teams have already met twice so far in the season, both at Hamilton. It was a 44-39 win for Gallatin during the Penney tournament back on the 29th of January. Penney was able to knock off Gallatin 54-45 at Penney late in the season back on the 11th of February. So as we take a look at these two teams, we'll be back with more of your BTC Bank pregame as we come back with more in a moment here on Albany TV as we get set for your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups and your Smith Prudential Financial tip-off. Remember, tonight's pregame brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. With each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by our branch today to get your Mascot Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Hogue Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Hogue Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Hogue Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
Welcome back out again here, Class 2 District 16 boys semifinal. Now let's listen in to tonight's Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups. again, those are your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups. Remember, before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri. Starters tonight for Penney. It'll be Gage Miller, Hudson Creekmore, Jared Cooley, Jacob Miller, Isaac Bales Rodriguez. For Gallatin, Reed Emery, Price Johnson, Jack Donovan, Sullivan Bird, and Gavin Wilmus. Penney will wear their road blue uniforms, white lettering outlined in gold. For Gallatin, they will wear their home white uniforms, black lettering outlined in red. Again, the third matchup between these two teams, they split both times, both at Penney. It'll be the 6'8" Jacob Miller doing the opening tip-off with Wilmus. And the tip-off won by Penney, but then stolen away here by Gallatin. Wilmus with the basketball, sends it right wing for Jack Donovan. Back up top for Price Johnson as he'll try and get things started here for the Bulldogs. Over to left wing for Wilmus. Loses it. Stolen away here by Creekmore. He'll drive all the way through traffic and gets it to roll around and fall in for two. Creekmore, a very talented freshman, as we saw here on Tuesday night. The shot from three from the corner from Sullivan Bird, no good. Rebound stolen away by Cooley. Back in transition, the big man, Jacob Miller, is going to be called for the offensive foul. That's going to be his first, team's first. And Penney going to try and go full court pressure here. So the officials talk with the head table about something, uncertain of what it was. But it looks like a full court man-to-man pressure here by Penney as Price Johnson gets the ball across midcourt here for Gallatin. Drives in, puts it up off glass for two. And going right along with that full court pressure by Penney, Gallatin going to do the same thing. Jacob Miller gets it across up top for Creekmore. Into the corner for Isaac Bales Rodriguez. Up top, Gage Miller. Gage Miller sends it down to the baseline here for Jacob Miller. The big 6'8" man sends it back out top for Isaac Bales Rodriguez over the left wing for Cooley. Into the corner with it for Creekmore. Up top, Bales Rodriguez, shot from three, knocks it down. He shot it well in the first half the other night against Maysville as he hits his first three tonight from the top of the key. Right wing with it is Reed Emery. He'll send it over to left wing for Donovan. Into the corner to Johnson. Sends it back up top for Sullivan Bird. He has the tough task of having to be guarded here by Jacob Miller. Right wing with it, driving is Reed Emery. Pulls up at the free throw line, sends it back out right wing. Here to Price Johnson. We'll see how much Gallatin wants to try and go inside with the big man Jacob Miller looming. A little runner that time from the baseline, good from Reed Emery. It's a 1-point lead here in favor of Penney. A little over 2 minutes gone here in the ball game. Jacob Miller is going to be fouled, and it's going to go against Reed Emery. It'll be his first, team's first. Every time Miller gets the ball, he's going to be quickly double-teamed here, it looks like, by Gallatin. Wilmus is going to be on him one-on-one, but look for there to always be a second player looming as soon as he touches the basketball. Bales Rodriguez in the corner for Gage Miller. Over top the defense for Miller. Power dribble goes up, is going to be fouled and going to go to the line to shoot two. Foul is going to go against Gavin Wilmus. It'll be his first, team's second. So Jacob Miller at the free throw line. First free throw attempt is good. And Miller is signed to play football next season at Northwestern University in Illinois as he hits on the second. The 7-4 lead here for Penney. Bryce Johnson will walk it across the center court line here at St. Joseph Christian. High post here for Gavin Wilmus. Wilmus back over to left wing to Johnson. High post for Emery. Back for Sullivan Bird, back up to Emery, top of the key. Right wing now to Wilmus. Drives, has it stripped out of his hands, now sends it back in the corner to Bird. Up top for Bryce Johnson as he'll try and restart this Bulldog offense. Johnson drives into the corner, shot from three from Gavin Wilmus. Rims out, rebound pulled in here by Jacob Miller. Miller into the corner, Cooley, cross court. Isaac Bales Rodriguez from the corner, shot from three, no good. Sullivan Bird with the rebound. Bryce Johnson to bring it across midcourt here for Gallatin. He'll pull it back out to the left wing. Now sends it over to the right wing for Jack Donovan. Donovan drives, spins inside the paint, can't get the shot to go. Creekmore with the rebound. Emery will pick up his second foul. So the foul against Reed Emery, his second, team's third. And checking in for Gallatin, here is going to be Jackson Olberg, the 6-foot senior. Put a little bit more size in the lineup here against the big man Jacob Miller, as Olberg will have to guard against Miller. Miller about loses it, keeps it just in play along this near sideline. Coach Tanner Smith looking for a double dribble. The official, Mike Matson, right there with him, says no way. Gage Miller into the corner. Sends it across here for Isaac Bales Rodriguez. Inside to Jacob Miller. Strong off the glass. Can't get it to go. Tipped out by Wilmus. Picked up by Jack Donovan. Donovan gets it across here for Bryce Johnson, left wing. Right wing. Sullivan Bird from three. Misses off front iron. Rebound is going to be pulled in by Creekmore. Jacob Miller with the basketball. Finds Cooley with his foot on the line. Knocks it down for a very long two. 9-4. It's a 5-point Penney lead. 3:20 left to play here in the opening quarter. Bryce Johnson with the basketball. Right wing here for Gallatin. High post for Jackson Olberg. Olberg will get it out for Sullivan Bird. Over now to Jack Donovan, top of the key. Back to Bird. Bird up at the top of the key with it here for Gallatin. He'll leave it up for Bryce Johnson. He'll drive down to the left block, kind of knocked off his spot. Gets the bucket and the foul. And the foul is going to go against Gage Miller. It'll be his first, team second. At the line here for the and one opportunity is Bryce Johnson to knock it down to a 2-point ball game. The and one from Johnson is good. Ball inbounds here for Jacob Miller. The trap coming as he crosses midcourt. Isaac Bales Rodriguez, top of the key. Leaves it off here for the freshman Creekmore. Back for Bales Rodriguez. He'll leave it up now for Gage Miller. Drives down to the block, and he's going to be fouled. And picking it up here for Gallatin, I believe, is going to be Jack Donovan. It would be his first. Team's fourth already. Checking in here for Penney is going to be Mitch Grant, as he's going to check in here for Gage Miller. Cooley to inbounds up top to the high post here for Jacob Miller. Into the corner for Grant. Sends it back up top for Bales Rodriguez. Left wing, Cooley, shot from three. Drains it. Jared Cooley knocks it down. He's got 5 in the ball game, as it's a 12-7 5-point Penney lead. Gavin Wilmus with the basketball. Dribbles inside the paint. Right wing, Johnson from three. He answers with a 3 of his own. A 2-point lead here in favor of Hamilton. Jared Cooley for Isaac Bales Rodriguez. He'll have it right wing, leaves it off for Mitch Grant up at the top of the key. Back to Rodriguez. He'll drive down to the block, sends it off for Creekmore. Left wing 3 off the mark, and Kept in play here by Jacob Miller. Tipped out of bounds off of Gallatin. Bales Rodriguez will check out. Checking back in here for Penney will be Gage Miller, the junior. Ball inbounds here for Gage Miller. Back up top for Jared Cooley. Inside for Jacob Miller. Down inside and has it stripped away. Picked up here by Johnson. Miller went up with it and lost it as it was knocked away from behind. Sullivan Bird here for Gavin Wilmus, left wing for Johnson. Bryce Johnson with the basketball, left wing. 1:15 left to play here in the opening quarter. He'll drive, goes up, off glass, can't finish. Rebound is pulled in here by Creekmore. Creekmore dribbles inside the paint, little floater. Floats it in for two. 14-10, Penney with the lead. Underneath a minute left to play here in the opening quarter. Bryce Johnson will bring it across the timeline for Gallatin. Guarded closely by Gage Miller. Into the corner with it for Sullivan Bird. He'll dribble to the free throw line. Now sends it back out for Wilmus, right wing. Spins. Now sends it back up top for Olberg. Back to Sullivan Bird. Up top to Johnson, top of the key. As they'll try and restart up the Bulldog offense here with 30 seconds left to play here in the quarter. Left wing Olberg. Drives inside the paint. Rejected away that time from the big man, Jacob Miller. Checking in for Jacob Miller is going to be Jasper Green. Isaac Bales Rodriguez will check in here for Creekmore as they'll get an extended quarter break here with 22 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Right wing with it, Bryce Johnson. Reed Emery on the bench already for Gallatin with 2 fouls. Johnson, left wing for Sullivan Bird. Back up top to Johnson. 10 seconds left to play here in the opening quarter. Left wing for Olberg. Back to Johnson, left wing. Johnson. Pick and roll here for Wilmus on the baseline. He's going to be fouled on the floor. Foul is going to go against Jared Cooley. That'll be his first, team's third. 1 second remaining. Jacob Miller will check back in as Cooley will come out for this final second play. Bryce Johnson to inbounds here for Gallatin. Inbounds for Wilmus. Can't finish, and that's going to do it for the end of the first quarter of play. It's a lead for Penney, 14-10. We're back to start the second quarter of action when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Shelter Insurance, this is Charles.
Afternoon, Charles.
Joshua?
Does Shelter Insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
You know we offer car insurance, son. What's going on?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, we're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Sant Phillips in Albany today for a free insurance review.
14-10 is the lead here for Penney over Gallatin as we get ready to start second quarter action. It will be Gallatin basketball to start out the second quarter of play. Bryce Johnson, since late in that first quarter, kind of dealing with a contact issue. Still kind of messing with his eye as he comes out of the break here. He'll have it up at the top of the key for Gallatin, up to the high post for Wilmus. Puts up the shot, rims out, rebound on the floor, fighting for it, and goes out of bounds here off of Gallatin as it was Creekmore that was able to knock it off the foot out of bounds of Reed Emery. Cooley will inbounds it from the corner. Inbounds to Gage Miller. He'll be guarded by Reed Emery, who already has 2 fouls here in the ballgame. Bales Rodriguez with it deep on the left wing. He'll bring it up to the top of the key. Back over to left wing now for Miller. Bales Rodriguez, a little trapping man-to-man here by Gallatin. Bales Rodriguez gets out of it. Has it stolen away, though, by Donovan, and a foul called here against Penney. And it's going to go against Isaac Bales Rodriguez. It'll be his first, team's first. Johnson with the ball in the backcourt, brings it across the timeline here for the Bulldogs. He'll send it left wing now to Reed Emery. Emery top of the key. Picks it up over now for Wilmus. Dribbles in, now pulls it back out up top here for Price Johnson. Johnson for Emery, left wing 3, drains it. It's a 1-point ball game. Creekmore will bring it across midcourt here for Hamilton Penney. Isaac Bales Rodriguez up top here for Gage Miller. High post for Jacob Miller. Quickly surrounded by 4 Gallatin Bulldogs, and a 3-second violation called here against Penney. Price Johnson with the basketball. Has it up at the top of the key here for the Bulldogs of Gallatin. Back up now to Wilmus as he's guarded by Cooley. Over to left wing, Emery, baseline. Now pulls it back, left wing for Sullivan. Bird up top again to Price Johnson. Emery with the basketball. Dribbles in, leaves it back for Bird. Johnson thought about the 3, held up. Drives in, right wing now to Wilmus. Wilmus drives in front of the free throw line. Can't get the shot to go. Bird hits it out for Emery. Back up top for Johnson. Johnson, top of the key, drives, has it stripped away right into the hands of Jacob Miller. He'll bring the ball across midcourt here for the Hornets, into the corner to Jared Cooley. Cooley up top for Creekmore. Dribbles in, back out for Isaac Bales Rodriguez. Bales Rodriguez gets it for Jacob Miller. High post, back out to Gage Miller. Out to Bales Rodriguez. Gage Miller, top of the key, right wing to Cooley. Cross court to Bales Rodriguez, left wing. Trying to get it inside to Creekmore. There's going to be a foul called here against Price Johnson. It'll be his first, team's first. Cooley to inbounds here for the Hornets. High post. Jacob Miller finds Gage Miller down inside. Back into the corner. Cooley. Baseline for Gage Miller. Gage Miller, high post. Back up top for Isaac Bales Rodriguez. Left wing. Again to Cooley. Sends it in top for Jacob Miller. Trying to slam it down. Can't get it to go. Second chance opportunity. It's time. His dunk is good. 16-13. It's a 3-point lead here for the Hornets. Left wing with it for Reed Emery. 4:40 left to play here in the second. And a foul going to be called here against Gallatin. It's going to go against Sullivan Bird. That's going to be his first, team second. Checking back in will be Jackson Olberg here for Gallatin. And he's going to check in here for Bird. Cooley will inbounds up top here for Creekmore. Creekmore top of the key for Isaac Bales Rodriguez. Into the corner with it for Cooley. Back to Isaac. That was to Grant for Isaac Bales Rodriguez. High post again for Jacob Miller. Sends it back to Bales Rodriguez. Left wing for Grant. Backdoor cut. Creekmore off glass for 2. A 5-point lead again here for the Hornets. Halfway through the second quarter of play. Price Johnson with the basketball, right wing for Gallatin. He'll drive, little runner. It's going to be fouled. Will go to line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul will go against Isaac Bales Rodriguez, his second, team second. First free throw attempt here from Price Johnson. Misses off iron. Isaac Bales Rodriguez comes out, checking back in. Here is going to be Jasper Green. Sullivan Bird will check back in here for Reed Emery. Second free throw attempt here from Johnson. Is good. 18-14 is a 4-point lead here in favor of Penney. Halfway through the second quarter of play. Cooley will get the ball across midcourt for the Hornets. Up top for Grant. Mitch Grant up top for Green. High post trying to get it down to Jacob Miller inside. Picked up here by Sullivan Bird. And a timeout called here by Gallatin. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team. Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope.
18-14, Penney with the lead. Gallatin with the basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Reed Emery will inbounds here for the Bulldogs as Jack Donovan will stay on the bench here for Gallatin to start out coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Up top here with it for Olberg. Over to left wing, Price Johnson back up top. Reed Emery from 3, knocks it down. His second of the night from behind the arc. Back to a 1-point Penney lead. Cooley bounces it off his foot, stolen away by Emery, and then stolen right back away by Mitch Grant. He'll get it off for Cooley, gets it across midcourt. Cooley throws it up for Jacob Miller inside, goes strong, gets the bucket and the foul. Foul goes against Gavin Wilmus, his team's third. Second free throw from one from Jacob Miller is good. He's got 7 in the ball game. Price Johnson sends over to Olberg into the corner to Wilmus. Back to Johnson, left wing. Dribbles into the baseline. Now leaves it off for Olberg. Up top for Emery from the free throw line. His shot off the mark. And out of bounds here off of Gallatin. Donovan will check back in here for the Bulldogs, as he's going to check in here for Reed Emery. Emery has 8 points on the night for the Bulldogs, but has been in some foul trouble, hasn't consistently been able to stay on the floor. Jacob Miller brings ball across midcourt here for Penney, up top for Cooley. Over to the right wing to Mitch Grant, back up top for Cooley. Back up top again to Mitch Grant. Leaves it now for the freshman Creekmore. Cross court right wing, Cooley high post with it for Green. Back out to Cooley, shot from 3. Long, rebound pulled in by Jacob Miller. Goes up strong for 2. Jacob Miller with 9 points here in the ball game here for the Hornets. Bryce Johnson left wing for Donovan. Dribbles in, trying to send it back out, and a foul going to be called here against Penney. It'll go against Hudson Creekmore. It'll be his first, team's third. Just underneath 2 minutes left to play here in the second. 23-17, a 6-point lead here for the Hornets. Gage Miller will check in here for Mitch Grant. Reed Emery will check in here for Sullivan Bird for Gallatin. Johnson to inbounds. Donovan with the basketball, drives in, loses it, and picked up here by Jacob Miller. Jacob Miller brings it across, leaves it off. Cooley just in front of the free throw line, stops, puts up the jumper for 2. Bryce Johnson now with the basketball here for the Bulldogs. Sends it right wing. Donovan from 3. Misses long. Rebound pulled in here by by Cooley. And a timeout called by Penney. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Healthcare works best when it feels simple, supportive, and close to home. That's why Mosaic Medical Center Albany is all in on making it easy to access the care you need. We're now offering one-call scheduling for all our primary care clinics in Albany, Grant City, New Hampton, and Stanberry, including radiology appointments. One call connects you to one team focused on connecting you to expert care without the hassle. Call 660-726-1295 to schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back out again, Class 2 District 16 boys semifinal action tonight here on Albany TV, a proud member of the Mission Radio Network. It'll be Penney basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Hudson Creekmore to bring the ball across midcourt here for Penney. They'll try and send it across here for Gage Moore, picked up by Creekmore. Takes it up off glass for 2. And it's a 10-point lead now here for the Hornets. Jack Donovan drives, leaves it off for Olberg inside. He's going to be fouled, going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. The foul is going to go against Creekmore. It will be his second, team's fourth. First free throw here from Jackson Olberg. And the senior hits on the first. Mitch Grant will check in here for Creekmore as he picks up his second foul. Second free throw attempt upcoming here from Olberg. Is good. 27-19, Jacob Miller to bring the ball across midcourt here for the Penney Hornets. Sends it right wing for Mitch Grant down inside. Jasper Green goes strong at the hoop for 2. Bryce Johnson, top of the key here for Gallatin. Trying to set up the Bulldog offense into the deep left wing. Wilmus turns it around right wing. Jack Donovan misses short from 3. Wilmus on the rebound. Goes up from a tough angle, knocks it down. Jacob Miller, cross court for Grant, almost stripped away, that time by Donovan. 15 seconds left here in the half. Gage Miller with the basketball. Dribbles inside, now sends it across for Cooley. Back up top, Grant, left wing for Gage Miller. Over top the defense for Jacob Miller. Goes strong, knocks it in right before the buzzer. And it's a 10-point lead here for the Penney Hornets at the half, 31-21. Your halftime tonight here on Albany TV is brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Your Albany Hy-Vee is proud to support Warrior Athletics. They're committed to serving the community with fresh food, friendly service, and strong local partnerships. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV, a proud member of the MSHSAA Radio Network.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. With each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by our branch today to get your Mascot Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Every achievement deserves to be celebrated, and at Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Missouri, we've got just the way to do it. From sports trophies and plaques to corporate awards and personalized gifts, we make every milestone memorable. Whether it's honoring a team, recognizing excellence, or saying thank you, Winter Circle delivers top quality awards with fast, friendly service. Celebrate success the right way. Stop by Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany. Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
And welcome back out again here to Class 2 District 16 boys basketball here at St. Joseph Christian at the half. It's a 31-21 lead here for the Penney Hornets over the Gallatin Bulldogs. I'd like to thank our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV, including BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, with locations in Bethany and Albany, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, the Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee. Smith Insurance at Smith Prudential in Albany, Johnson Controls, Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC, Mosaic Medical Center Albany, the Gallatin and Hamilton Penney School Districts, and the Printery New Shopper located in Albany. As we take a look here at the stats from the first half for Penney, they are shooting in the half 13 for 19 from the field, 2 for 5 from behind the three-point arc, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring by Jacob Miller, the big man inside with 11 points, 8 points tonight for Hudson Creekmore, 7 points for Jared Cooley, 3 points on the night tonight for Isaac Bales Rodriguez, and 2 points on the night for Jasper Green. For Gallatin, they're shooting 7 for 19 from the field tonight, 3 for 8 from behind the three-point arc, 4 for 5 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring by Price Johnson with 9 points, 8 points tonight for Reed Emery, 2 points for Gavin Wilmus and Jackson Olberg. You see it right there just in the stats. Penney shooting right at about 68% from the field there in that first half. Gallatin shooting underneath 37%. And for Gallatin, they're getting a lot of shots up from behind the arc because they're not really trying to look to go inside all that often with the big man Jacob Miller looming. A lot of their shots coming from right in front of the free throw line and out, even on the baseline, right about that same distance, not trying to really attack the defense, go right at Jacob Miller. Gallatin is in some foul trouble. Gavin Wilmus with 2, Reed Emery with 2, and Reed Emery hit big 2 threes for Gallatin, even with those 2 fouls, but they need to keep him on the floor in that second half. For Penney, they've got a couple players in foul troubles too. Hudson Creekmore with 2, Isaac Bales Rodriguez with 2 as well, but they are shooting 11 for 14 inside the three-point arc, and a lot of them coming right in and around the basket, as Miller 4 for 7 in and around the basket, Creekmore 4 for 4 inside the three-point arc as well, and a lot of those coming off of drives to the basket where Gallatin is really making sure they know exactly where where Jacob Miller is at all times, and making sure that at least one man is on him, if not another, looming right there with him the entire time as well. It's a 10-point lead here for the Hornets at the half. Winner of this game will take on Nottoway Valley in the district championship game here on Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. We'll again have that game for you here on Albany TV. Don't forget, tomorrow night we'll have the girls district championship game. It'll be the number 1 seed, Albany Warriors, against the number 2 seed, Maysville Wolverines. We'll be seeing another matchup between the 1 and 2 and the boys district final. We'll know in a couple more minutes here on Albany TV. We'll be back to start out the second half in just a moment.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential, at 660-726-3396.
Shelter Insurance, this is Charles.
Afternoon, Charles.
Joshua?
Does Shelter Insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
You know we offer car insurance, son. What's going on?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, we're your shield, we're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Sant Phillips in Albany today for a free insurance review.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team. Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope.
31-21, a 10-point lead here for the Penney Hornets as we get ready to start second half action here on Albany TV, a proud member of the MSHSAA Radio Network from MSHSAA Class 2, District 16 boys semifinal night. Again, winner of this game will take on Nottoway Valley as they knocked off Albany in the first semifinal game tonight, 60-35. Penney will start out with the basketball to start out the second half of play. As we will get started here in just a moment. Remember to tune in again tomorrow night. We will start pregame for you probably at about 5:40 for that district championship game tomorrow night between the number 1 seed Albany Warriors, number 2 seed Maysville Lady Wolverines, and a rematch that occurred back in early December, as it was the Warriors that were able to pick up that victory earlier this season, 50-34, and they'll meet each other for the district championship game. Cooley, Bales Rodriguez, Creekmore, Miller, and Miller will start out here for the Penney Hornets. Johnson, Emery, Bird, Wilmus, as well as Donovan will be the starters for Gallatin. A quick steal here by Gallatin as they come out in a 2-3 zone. And picking up the bucket and the foul, here is Bryce Johnson. Waiting to see who the foul was on. It was going to go against Hudson Creekmore, his third, team's first, as Bryce Johnson hits the and one. Jacob Miller gets the inbound, sends it across here for Cooley. Dribbles into the corner. Creekmore and Bales Rodriguez both there. Jacob Miller inside, going to be called for the offensive foul. That is going to be his second, team's second. So 2 quick fouls here for Penney. Just 30 seconds in here to the second half of play. Bryce Johnson with the basketball, top of the key for Gallatin. High post for Gavin Wilmus. He'll spin, turns, drives, kick at the shot to go. Rebound pulled in by Gage Miller. Cooley sends it across here for Jacob Miller. Surrounded by 3 Bulldogs into the corner. Bales Rodriguez. And a foul going to be called here against Jack Donovan. That is going to be his second, team's first. Inbouncing will be Cooley for Bales Rodriguez. Back up top for Cooley. Over to the right wing with an out for Gage Miller. Pass tipped up, picked up by Bales Rodriguez at midcourt. Back up top for Miller. Gage Miller high post here for Jacob Miller. Over to Cooley right wing. Drives in, trying to leave it off for Jacob Miller. Wasn't expecting the pass, stolen away by Wilmus. Wilmus back in transition. Trying to leave it off for Emery, and the pass just a little too far out in front as it goes out of bounds. Kind of hit into some water, so they're going to clean off the basketball here before the inbounds. Gives Gage Miller time to put his shoe back on and give it a good tie. Inbounds in here will be Jared Cooley. 3 players on the inbounds guard against Jacob Miller. Inbounds here for Creekmore. Gets it down to Miller. Sends it into the corner for Bales Rodriguez. Up top for Cooley. Into the corner. Gage Miller for Jacob Miller. Inside. Goes up strong for 2. As he continues to lead the way with 13 points on the night for the Hornets. Bryce Johnson with the basketball. Drives down to the block. And an offensive foul. No, are they going to... Yeah, an offensive foul called here against Bryce Johnson. That's going to be his second, team's second. Cooley to inbounds here for Creekmore. Back to Cooley, stolen away by Emery. And picking up the foul is going to be Jared Cooley. He's got caught going up for the block. Reed Emery did a nice fake and then went up and he was fouled. He'll be at the line for 2 free throws. Foul against Cooley, his second, team's third. First free throw from Reed Emery is good. Second free throw from Emery can put him into double digits. Misses off back iron, rebound pulled in by Cooley. And the pass tipped away out of bounds off of Gallatin. As Gallatin has really bumped up the pressure here in this second half. Inbounds here for Creekmore. Cooley across for Isaac Bales Rodriguez. Ball tipped as they try to get it into Jacob Miller, out of bounds off of Gallatin. 33-25. Hornets with an 8-point lead. Inbounds, it'll be Isaac Bales Rodriguez, left wing for Jacob Miller. Guarded closely here by Wilmus. Up top for Bales Rodriguez. Into the corner to Gage Miller. Over top the defense for Jacob Miller on the block. Goes up, leaves it short. Rebound pulled in by Wilmus. Now lost it. Now picks it back up and back in transition. Wilmus trying to send it out. Goes off the leg of Bales Rodriguez to Price Johnson. Up top for Emery to Donovan. Donovan for Johnson, left wing. Back over to Reed Emery. Dribbles in, back up top for Johnson, top of the key as he'll try and restart the offense. Emery from three, misses off iron, tipped around. Rebound picked up by Wilmus, goes up, off the mark. Sullivan Bird rejected away, but another rebound here by Gallatin. Price Johnson dribbles in, goes strong at glass, no good. Jacob Miller with the rebound. Back in transition, going up and getting the bucket is Creekmore, and the foul. The foul that time went against Reed Emery, his third. Team's third as well as the freshman Creekmore at the line to make this an 11-point ball game. They're going to have a lane violation as Jack Donovan crossed the line, so Creekmore going to get another opportunity at it. Mitch Grant going to check in here for Gage Miller. Second free throw attempt here from Hudson Creekmore is good. 36-25, an 11-point lead here for Penney. Price Johnson brings the ball across midcourt here for Gallatin. Sends it up to the high post here for Gavin Wilmus. Wilmus drives, has it stripped away by Bales Rodriguez. Never quite really got the hold of it and then lost it out of bounds as he tried to slow things up and around midcourt, trying to go over to the sideline and just lost it. Ball inbounds to Johnson in the backcourt. He'll walk it across the center court logo, left wing for Sullivan Bird. Up top for Emery. And they're going to get a foul called against Isaac Bales Rodriguez as he was trying to blow through the screen. That is going to be the third against Bales Rodriguez, who's fourth. Bales Rodriguez will check out. Checking back in will be Jasper Green. Jackson Olberg will check in here for Gallatin as Sullivan Bird checks out. Ball inbounds for Wilmus just in front of the free throw line. Misses off the mark. Miller with the rebound. Jacob Miller sends it right wing for Cooley. Over to left wing for Mitch Grant as he comes through the basketball up at the top of the key. Right wing for Creekmore. Able to keep it on his side of midcourt, but then stolen away by Emery. And he'll take it, lays it up off glass for two. The junior Emery with 11 points in the ball game here for the Bulldogs. Jacob Miller trying to send it across here for Jasper Green. Stolen away by Wilmus as he tried to keep it in play as he was going out of bounds. Cooley picked it up. He couldn't finish. Goes out of bounds here off of Penney. As both teams moving a lot faster than they want to. A timeout called here by Penney. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV, a proud member of the Misha Radio Network.
Healthcare works best when it feels simple, supportive, and close to home. That's why Mosaic Medical Center Albany is all in on making it easy to access the care you need. We're now offering one-call scheduling for all our primary care clinics in Albany, Grant City, New Hampton, and Stanberry, including radiology appointments. One call connects you to one team focused on connecting you to expert care without the hassle. Call 660-726-1295 to schedule an appointment today. Looking for the best deals right here at home? You'll find it in the New Shopper. Every week, the New Shopper brings you community updates, local events, and money-saving bargains from businesses you know and trust. Whether you're checking out sales, finding services, or just staying connected with your neighbors, the New Shopper keeps you in the loop. Want your message in every home? Advertise in the New Shopper, where community shops first.
36-27, Penney with the lead here over Gallatin. Gallatin with the basketball as the pressure here in the second half from the Bulldogs has really got Penney going faster than they want to, as they made a few careless turnovers here in this third quarter. Reed Emery with the basketball for the Bulldogs into the corner now for Jackson Olberg. Up top for Wilmus. Left wing, Price Johnson, shot from three is good. He drains it. A 6-point lead here in favor now of the Hornets. Up top for Jacob Miller, into the corner. Mitch Grant from three to answer long. Price Johnson with the rebound. Back in transition. Emery puts it in off glass for two. A 4-point lead now. A 10-point lead has shrunk to 4 here in this third quarter for the Hornets, thanks to the pressure from the Bulldogs. Bales Rodriguez with the basketball right wing, into the corner now to Grant. Mitch Grant up top for Cooley. Drives, has it stripped out of his hands, out of bounds, off of Gallatin. Checking back in, here will be Gage Miller, as he'll check in for Mitch Grant with 2:36 left to play here in the third. 36-32, Penney with the lead. Ball inbounds up top for Hudson Creekmore. Elevates, rolls around and falls out. Wilmus with the rebound. Back in transition, Olberg leaves it for Donovan, who puts it in for two. (36-34). A 13-5 advantage here for Gallatin in this third quarter over Penney as they take a 10-point lead and dwindle it down to 2. In the corner, Creekmore for Cooley right wing. Into the corner, Mitch Grant, it was Gage Miller trying to send it in for Jacob Miller. He's going to be fouled, going to go to line to shoot 2. Foul is going to go against Jackson Olberg. It'll be his first, team's fourth. Sorry, they were going to say it was called on the floor. Inbouncing will be Cooley. In the corner, Bales Rodriguez. Shot rejected away, out of bounds, off the hands of Jackson Olberg. As you can feel, all of the momentum has shifted here to Gallatin in this third quarter. They still trail, though, by 2, with underneath 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. In the corner, Isaac Bales Rodriguez trying to get it to Miller, tipped away, out of bounds, off the hands of Gallatin. Penney basketball here on the baseline. It only takes one dunk, though, for Miller to rejuvenate this Penney crowd. In the corner, Cooley drives baseline, waits for the defenders to go by, goes up off glass for 2. Back up to a 4-point Penney lead. Price Johnson, top of the key for Olberg up at the high post. Leaves it off here for Wilmus. Wilmus to Donovan. Back to Johnson, top of the key, spins. Back out again to Donovan, up top for Reed Emery. Emery drives, rejected away here by Jacob Miller. It'll be Gallatin basketball. 1:16 left to play in the third. Wilmus will inbounds here for Gallatin. Up top for Johnson. He'll have it left wing, trying to get it back to Wilmus inside, and this time knocks it down. Wilmus has been pretty quiet, just his 4th point of the night. Ball tip picked up here by Creekmore on the inbounds. Brings it across midcourt. Cooley trying to get it for Jacob Miller. Picked up here by Emery as another steal by Gallatin. An opportunity to tie or take the lead with underneath the minute left to play here in the third. They trail by 10 at the quarter or at the halftime break. Reed Emery with the basketball. Back up top for Bryce Johnson. The number 2 seed Gallatin trying to fight back from a 10-point deficit. Shot from 3 from Emery. Misses long. Tipped up. Out of bounds. Officials are going to talk about it. Out of bounds here off of Penney. It'll stay with Gallatin. 28 seconds left here in the third. Bryce Johnson will inbounds here for the Bulldogs. Into the corner for Olberg. Olberg inside the paint, back out for Emery. Drives, now pulls back. Olberg left wing. Leaves it back again for Reed Emery. He'll have it up at the top of the key. To Johnson. Now for Wilmus. Goes up inside the three-point arc, knocks it down. We're tied at 38 apiece. And that will do it for the third quarter. Gallatin comes back from 10 points down at half to tie it here at the end of the third. We go to the fourth when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
The Missouri State High School Activities Association is celebrating 100 years of student activity excellence. Since 1926, MSHSAA has championed student athletes, musicians, scholars, and performers across the state. Now in our centennial year, we're honoring a century of unforgettable moments, teamwork, and tradition. Visit MSHSAA.org/centennial to explore our history, relive iconic moments, and join the celebration. Show Me 100, celebrating a century of champions.
Want a closer look at how high school activities are run in Missouri? The MSHSAA All Access podcast gives you a behind-the-scenes pass into the decisions, stories, and people shaping school activities. From eligibility and rule changes to event plannings, postseason insights, it's everything MSHSAA, straight from the source. Whether you're a coach, educator, student, or fan, tune in and stay informed. Search the MSHSAA All Access podcast on your favorite podcast platform today.
38-38 tie here as we get ready to start fourth quarter action. Gallatin comes from down behind 10. It was a 31-21 lead at the half. We're at the start of the fourth quarter. It's a 38-38 ball game. Gallatin with the basketball. Gavin Wilmus leaves it off for Jack Donovan. Over to left wing for Bryce Johnson. Back up top now for Donovan. Over to the right wing to Reed Emery. Emery with the basketball back up top for Johnson. Right wing to Donovan. Penney stays in the man-to-man defense. Shot from 3, long there from Wilmus. Rebound pulled in by Jacob Miller. Miller with the basketball, surrounded quickly by a couple of Bulldogs. They're going to tie it up here at midcourt. It goes to Penney. As this defensive pressure from Gallatin is really ramped up here in the second half. And so far, the Hornets have not yet quite had an answer to the Bulldog pressure. Cooley to inbounds here for the Hornets. Inbounds here for Gage Miller. Gets it off back here to Cooley. He has it stripped away as he tries to go inside the paint for Wilmus. Goes up, and he is going to be fouled. Gets the bucket as well. And Gallatin has taken the lead. Foul went against Gage Miller. His second. And one here from Wilmus. Misses, rebound pulled in by Jacob Miller. Isaac Bales Rodriguez trying to get it back here for Jacob Miller. So he's going to bring it across, and a foul called here against Gallatin. It's going to go against Jackson Olberg. It'll be his second, team's first. Sullivan Bird will check in here for Olberg. (40-38). Gallatin now with the 2-point lead. Isaac Bales-Rodriguez, top of the key for Gage Miller. Back to left wing for Bales-Rodriguez. And they're going to get a kick called here against Gallatin. It'll stay here with Penney. That's Cooley to inbounds here for the Hornets. Ball inbounds into the backcourt here for Cooley. For Creekmore. And he'll have it up at the top of the key. Cooley trying to send it over the defense for Jacob Miller. All alone inside, goes up for two as he let the defenders go by. And we're tied back up here at 40 apiece. Bryce Johnson with the basketball, top of the key. Leaves it for Emery. Turns the corner. Gets it back for Wilmus. Inside the paint. Lays in the floater for two. Timeout called by Gallatin. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Want to relive some of Albany TV's greatest moments?
Hager with a full court shot.
And he makes it! Oh my goodness, he makes it!
Up here by Jimmy Pompa. His shot at the buzzer.
Banks it!
Catch it online. Albany TV's YouTube page has almost every ball game from 2018 to today, right at your fingertips. Watch classic broadcasts, cheer on your favorite teams, and share the memories with family and friends. Subscribe now to Albany TV-Mo on YouTube and relive the game.
Petty John Auto Center in Bethany and Albany is a proud sponsor of Albany TV. Petty John's is your local Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. For new and used vehicles, certified service, and collision center, visit pettyjohnauto.com.
42-40, Gallatin has the lead. Penney with the basketball coming out of this Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. 6:17 remain here in this fourth quarter. Again, the pressure from Gallatin has really caused fits here for the Hornets. Has another steal by Wilmus. Can't get the shot to fall. Rebound pulled in by Jacob Miller for Cooley. It's a 3-on-2. Cooley takes it, and he's going to be fouled. It's going to go to the line to shoot two. The foul will go against Jack Donovan, his third, team's second. As Jared Cooley at the line for two. And hitting on the first, there is Cooley. Jackson Olberg will check back in here for Sullivan Bird for the Gallatin Bulldogs. Second free throw attempt here from Cooley is good as he'll tie it back up at 42. He's got double digits now with 11 in the ball game. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. We're tied at 42 apiece here in this Class 2 District 16 boys semifinal game. Reed Emery, deep three, can't get the shot to fall. Jacob Miller with the rebound. Quickly sends it up into the corner for Bales-Rodriguez. Back for Cooley, right wing. Trying to get it down to Gage Miller inside. Goes up strong and gets it to roll around and fall in as Penney retakes the lead. Emery, top of the key here for the Bulldogs. 5.5 left in the fourth quarter. Reed Emery, left wing, drives down to the block. Gets it over top of Miller, but can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled in by Creekmore. The freshman brings it across midcourt. Sends it over now for Bales-Rodriguez. Up top for Cooley. Into the corner. Creekmore drives baseline. Lays in a little floater for two. And the freshman with 13 gives Penney a 4-point lead. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Every achievement deserves to be celebrated, and at Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Missouri, we've got just the way to do it. From sports trophies and plaques to corporate awards and personalized gifts, we make every milestone memorable. Whether it's honoring a team, recognizing excellence, or saying thank you, Winner's Circle delivers top quality awards with fast, friendly service. Celebrate success the right way. Stop by Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany.
46-42, a 4-point lead here in favor of the Penney Hornets. 5 minutes left to play here in the ball game. Gallatin with the basketball. A chance at a district title on the line. Bryce Johnson will bring the ball across midcourt here for the Bulldogs. He'll have it up at the top of the key. Leaves it off for Emery. Back for Wilmus. Shot from three. Right wing. Drains it. 1-point ball game. Jacob Miller brings it across for the Hornets. He'll send it right wing for Gage Miller. Sends it across for Bales Rodriguez. Bales Rodriguez in the corner trying to leave it off right wing for Gage Miller. Stolen away by Reed Emery. Bryce Johnson will bring it across the timeline. He'll bring it up to the top of the key. Leaves it for Emery. Drives. Turns the corner. Goes up off glass for two. And back to a 1-point Gallatin lead. 47-46. Gage Miller trying to leave it across here for Creekmore up top for Cooley. Jacob Miller left wing, dribbles inside the paint, goes up strong, is going to be fouled and goes to the line to shoot two. Foul goal against Sullivan Bird, his second, team's third. First free throw attempt upcoming here from Jacob Miller to try and tie this game back up at 47. Misses. Second attempt upcoming now from Miller. Is good as he ties it up at 47. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Still tied. Neither team can really get too much of an advantage. Shot from three from Emery, top of the key, no good. Cooley comes away with the rebound. And then out of bounds here off of Penney. As Gavin Wilmus tried to tie it up and goes out of bounds off of Penney as Cooley fell out of bounds. Largest lead here in this fourth quarter was 4 points in favor of Penney. Up top here for Johnson. Largest lead for Gallatin here in this quarter was 2. Wilmus loses it at the high post. Gets it for Bryce Johnson now left wing. Largest lead of the ball game was 13 for Penney back in the first half as the pass. Wilmus lost it and unable to get a hold of it as it goes out of bounds down on the baseline. And you can just tell the pressure here from Gallatin has the Hornets really tugging at their shorts here late in this fourth quarter. Creekmore brings it across the timeline. He'll have it left wing. Right wing now for Bales Rodriguez. Up top for Gage Miller. High post for Cooley. Over top the defense for Jacob Miller inside. Goes strong. Off glass. Gets the bucket and the foul. Foul is going to go against Jack Donovan. It's his fourth, team's fourth. Next one puts Penney at the line for the bonus for the rest of the ball game here with 3:09 left. Miller trying to finish off the three-point play. And does. Reed Emery gets the ball across midcourt here for Gallatin. Has it up at the top of the key. Left wing for Bryce Johnson. Johnson will leave it off for Sullivan Bird. Back into the corner to Wilmus. Back up top now to Donovan. Left wing, Emery. Shot from three. Drains it as he ties the ball game again. This time at 50. Reed Emery with 18 in the ball game. Only trails Jacob Miller with 19. Creekmore into the corner for Gage Miller. Has it left wing. Trying to get it down to Jacob Miller inside. Goes strong off glass for two. Again, the third meeting between these two teams. It's been split so far. Gallatin won 44-39. Penney won 54-45. Here it's 52-50 in favor of Penney with 2:13 left to play here in the fourth. Wilmus, top of the key, leaves it off for Reed Emery. Emery spins up top for Sullivan Bird. He'll drive, loses it, out of bounds. Penney basketball. Little over 2 minutes left to play. Penney with the 2-point lead and the basketball inbounding. Cooley here for Jacob Miller. Gets it here for Cooley, who brings it across the timeline into the corner. Gage Miller had all the time he wanted from three, chose not to take it. Drives baseline, now goes up and rims out. Jacob Miller on the rebound. Another putback and the foul. Foul went against Reed Emery. That's his fourth. Fifth foul here against the Bulldogs. And one no good that time from Jacob Miller as he left it short on front iron. Back to a 4-point Penney lead. That's the largest lead that they've had here in this fourth quarter. And the shot that time from Bryce Johnson. Off glass for two. Creekmore left wing into the corner again for Gage Miller. Back up top for Creekmore. Had the shot from three, chose not to take it. Cooley at the elbow into the corner. Gage Miller for Jacob Miller inside. Strong off glass. And again, Penney's going to continue to try and keep this at a 4-point ball game. Penney does have fouls to give. Gallatin will put Penney at the line whenever they choose. Bryce Johnson, left wing, shot from three from Donovan. Nails it. It's a 1-point ball game. Timeout called here by the Bulldogs. We're back with more in just a moment here on Albany TV, a proud member of the MSHSAA Radio Network.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Hogue Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Hogue Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
They are really the ones who are on the ground and know what their students need better than anyone else.
They protect the fairness and rules of high school sports.
They're here to look out for us. They're here to look out for what we love to do.
56-55. Hornets with the lead here over the Bulldogs. Again, Penney is in the bonus here with about 56 seconds left to play here in the ball game. Penney is 8 for 10 from the free throw line. Gallatin 6 for 9. Penney does have fouls to give. 59 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Penney led in that first half by 13. It was a 10-point lead at the half. Gallatin tied it going into the fourth quarter. The largest lead by either team in the fourth quarter is Penney with 4. They've had that now 2 or 3 times. Ball inbounds here by Cooley for Gage Miller. Back to Jared Cooley. And he's going to be fouled and is going to go to the free throw line. Foul will go against Sullivan Bird. It's going to be his third. At the line, Jared Cooley for 2 free throws. First free throw attempt here from Cooley is good. Cooley tonight from the free throw line, 3 for 3. Miller 5 for 7. Creekmore 1 for 1. Cooley's second free throw attempt is good. Still one possession, 58-55, and Gallatin has shot pretty well from behind the three-point arc here in the second half. They're 7 for 17, though, in the ball game. Johnson drives, left wing. Sullivan Bird from 3, misses off back iron. Bales Rodriguez with the rebound, lost it. Picked up here by Jacob Miller. He's going to be fouled. And the foul here against Gallatin goes against Sullivan Bird. His fourth, as Miller at the line for 2 free throws. Again, 5 for 7 from the free throw line tonight. Here for the big man, Miller. And he'll hit on the first. .39 combined points here for both these teams in the fourth quarter. 60-55, a 5-point lead here for the Hornets as Jacob Miller, the 6'8" senior, hits both free throws. Gallatin loses it up at the top of the key, picked up here by Creekmore, and he's going to be fouled. And it's going to go against Reed Emery, and that's going to be the end of his night. I think they're talking that it should be number 5. So that is the 5th against Reed Emery. He's going to foul out of the ball game. Could potentially be the end of his season as the Hornets up by 5. As a Gallatin scorebook questioning it with the official scorebook. I have 5 as well up here, but mine are unofficial. So they're going to talk about it here. They have to go by the official scorebook is what they have to go by. Again, it'll be Hudson Creekmore, the freshman, at the line for 2 free throws. For 27.6 left to play here in the ball game. As Jackson Olberg is going to check in here for Reed Emery. So Emery, again, fouls out of the ball game here for the Bulldogs. I think Coach Tanner Smith was trying to bring in the other official as well. 2 officials at the head table, but again, the official book is the official book for a reason. Now they're going to bring in the other official to kind of talk about it, but I believe he's going to say the same thing. They're going to check with Hamilton's book, or with Penney's book to see. They don't have one, I don't believe. Or they've got 5 as well, so Emery will foul out of the ball game. Jackson Olberg will check in here for Gallatin. What this has also done is really iced the freshman here, Hudson Creekmore, at the free throw line. Because it's been about a good minute and a half, 2 minutes that they did discussing. So at the line, here is the freshman Creekmore to try and push us up to a 3-possession ball game. Unable to do it as he misses on the first. He can still put it at a full 2-possession, 6-point game. A timeout going to be called here by Penney. We're back after this Penney John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV, a proud member of the Misher Radio Network.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
60-55 is the lead here in favor of the Penney Hornets. Hudson Creekmore will be at the line for his second free throw attempt. .6 left. 1 timeout remaining for Gallatin. They have possession. Arrow in their favor. 2 timeouts remaining for the Hornets. But again, Creekmore can make this a full 2-possession lead here for Penney. The gym goes silent. Second free throw, no good. And the rebound pulled in here by Gallatin. And a foul called here against Bales Rodriguez. And again, Hamilton could be Penney could be very aggressive here defensively. They still have 2 fouls to give before they will put Gallatin at the line. The big thing is you don't want to foul on a shot attempt. Jack Donovan from three, misses short and out of bounds. Sullivan Bird trying to swat it back in. It'll go to Penney here with 14 seconds left, leading by 5. Ball inbounds here for Bales Rodriguez. He's going to be fouled. It's going to be called against Jack Donovan. That's his 5th. He's going to foul out of the ball game. So now Donovan will foul out of the ball game, and potentially he'll have seen his final time here on the court as a high school athlete. As he fouls out of the ball game, checking in is going to be Ty Dowell. So Donovan fouls out of the ball game. Bales Rodriguez at the line for 2. Hits on the first. 6-point ball game. Nailing coffin there from Bales Rodriguez as he makes this a 3-possession ball game. And a foul going to be called here against Penney with 7.7. The foul goes against Cooley. Again, with 1 timeout remaining for Gallatin. With 7.7, Penney does not have to inbound if it gets underneath 5. Wilmus, shot, knocks it down, and a timeout is going to be called here by Gallatin. It'll be their final of the night, but they still trail by 5 with 3.7 left to go in the ball game. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV, a proud member of the Misha Radio Network.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
Welcome back out again here to St. Joseph Christian, home of the Misha Class 2 District 16 boys semifinal, 62-57. Penney has the 5-point lead in the basketball with 3.7 left. No timeouts remaining here for Gallatin. 2 timeouts remaining here for Penney. Inbounds in here is Cooley. Pass tipped by Bird, picked up here by Creekmore, and he's going to be fouled by Price Johnson. That's going to be his 3rd. So Penney is going to survive Gallatin and play in the district championship game here on Saturday afternoon against Nottoway Valley at 1 o'clock. Hudson Creekmore will take the first free throw attempt. And Creekmore misses on the first. It'll be the end of the road for the seniors, Price Johnson, Jack Donovan, Sullivan Bird, and Gavin Wilmus. Some really great players here for the Bulldogs that are going to end their careers here tonight on the floor at St. Joseph Christian, and they go down swinging, but come up just short. Also, Jackson Olberg as well. Sorry to forget that young man as well. This has been a great Bulldog team over the past couple of seasons, but they're going to fall short tonight. Creekmore at the line for one more free throw with 2 seconds left. Both teams will pull their teams off the court with their reserves in. The second free throw attempt from Creekmore is good. as Creekmore now will come off the floor as well. Inbounding for Gallatin is going to be Will Rogers. The ball inbounds here for Gallatin's Cam Clevenger, and that's going to do it. District championship is now set. It will be Nottoway Valley and Penney after a 63-57 hard-fought victory by the Hornets. We'll be back with the BTC Bank postgame. Tonight's Winner's Circle Player of the Game when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. With each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by our branch today to get your Mascot Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
Welcome back out again here to MSHSAA Class 2 District 16 at St. Joseph Christian. Again, it's Penney that outlasts Gallatin, even though they gave the most valiant effort they could. They came from down 10 at halftime to tie it up going into the fourth quarter. But it was Penney that was able to outlast the knockout, drag-out fight from the Bulldogs to pick up the 63-57 victory. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats from the ball game. For Penney tonight, they shoot 23 for 35 from the field, 2 for 7 from behind the three-point arc, 15 for 20 from the free throw line. They were led in scoring by the big 6'8" senior big man, Jacob Miller, with 27 points. 14 points on the night for Hudson Creekmore, 13 points on the night for Jared Cooley, 5 points on the night for Isaac Bales Rodriguez, 2 points on the night for Jasper Green and Gage Miller. For Gallatin tonight, they shoot 22 for 49 from the field, 7 for 19 from behind the three-point arc, 6 for 9 from the free throw line. They were led in scoring tonight by the junior Reed Emery, followed by the seniors Price Johnson and Gavin Wilmus with 17 and 15. Jack Donovan, the senior, finishes with 5 points. The senior Jackson Olberg with 2 points. So again, it's Penney that comes away with the victory. Again, they will take on Nottoway Valley, 1 o'clock here on Saturday afternoon. We'll have that game for you here on Albany TV. And let's go ahead and take a look here at let's talk about this Gallatin team. Again, they gave everything they could here in this ball game, just falling short. But I got to give a and we just got the announcement tonight in the ball game. Jacob Miller surpasses 2,000 points in his career as a Penney Hornet. So congratulations to that young man with 28 points on the night for the Hornets. But again, going back to this Gallatin team, you talk about their senior leadership that they're going to lose in Jackson Olberg, Gavin Wilmus, Sullivan Bird, Jack Donovan, and Price Johnson. Those are going to be really hard people to replace next year. They're going to have some people coming back, but the experience, the talent, and the leadership that those young men brought to this Gallatin Bulldog team is going to be really hard to replace. But again, they will do it. Tanner Smith will regroup with another team next year. That's kind of what happens in high school athletics. Your seniors graduate, and you kind of have to rebuild from every year to year and try and go from there. For the Penney Hornets, they've got at least one more game coming. They'll play in the district championship game again against Nottoway Valley here at St. Joseph Christian Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock. We'll start pregame here for you on Albany TV at about 12:45. Again, here on Albany TV, a proud member of the MSHSAA Radio Network. Like to thank our sponsors. Before we forget, let's go ahead and give away tonight our Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game. It's the big man inside, Jacob Miller, 28 points on the night, plus finishing 2,000 points in his career. He is tonight's Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game. Like to thank our sponsors, BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, locations in Bethany and Albany, Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, Johnson Controls, Kathy Smith with Acres of Hope LLC, Mosaic Medical Center Albany, the Gallatin, Hamilton, Penney School Districts, and the Printer New Shopper located in Albany. For myself, Jared Rolvas, so long and good night tonight here from Class 2 District 16 at St. Joseph Christian.